This is the tutorial for the Creating an Access Report activity. You should have already downloaded the activity and read through it. The skills you learn in this tutorial will allow you to complete Part D in your assignment. So we're still going to use the real estate database, and now we're going to create a report which includes the following fields: listing number, address, city, frame type, taxes, and school district. So this isn't all of them. So once again, we're going to use a wizard. So notice we're on the Create tab, Report Wizard. And I want to use the listings table. This is starting to look familiar, isn't it? So I want listing number, address, city, frame type, taxes, and school district. Okay, next. Do you want to add any grouping levels? Nope, we're not going to use any. And then a sort order. Yes, we want to sort by listing number in ascending or increasing order. And then we want to have a layout in tabular so we can move things around with a portrait orientation. And then we want to adjust the field width so all fields fit on a page. That's the default. Leave it checked. Click on Next. What title do you want for your report? Well, listings make sense. And now what we can do is we can preview the report, or we can modify the report's design. So let's preview the report and see what it looks like when it comes up. This all depends on the speed of your computer. I have a lot of things running in the background, so this might take a little bit of time to run, but as long as you see the little blue circle going around, even though it says not responding on the title, it will eventually come up. And there it is. Now notice, because we see this magnifying glass, we can tell that it is in the print preview, right? So I click on it, I look at it. So let's look at, here's our title, here's our headers. Oh, notice that this is cut off a little bit. Let's see, anything else? Taxes probably could be moved over a little bit so it's not scrunched up into school district. Notice that we have the date down here and we have the page 1 of 1. Okay, so that's our print preview size. Well, I noticed that I have to do some layout changes, so I'm going to close my print preview, and there is my view to change it. Alright, so here is the page header. Right, so page header, remember we looked at that, and we don't really need the listing number. Now the detail, these are the fields from our table, but this page header is just the labels. So let's just put listing for this. That should work. And let's see, let's look at the format of it. Right, so we have this right aligned. Let's make this centered. Or left aligned. Let's make it left aligned. Address, it makes sense to have left aligned. City, frame type. Taxes, we noticed that was kind of pushed over because the taxes, the field taxes, right, is currency, so it right aligns, but if we have our label right aligned, it kind of doesn't look so great. So maybe we'll center this one, and school district is aligned. So that's okay, but maybe we want to make this a little bit smaller. Oops, I want to make it even. So we have a little bit more space between those because we know it's going to be right here. So these are the kinds of things that you have to play with, right? So now we have this set up and we want to preview it. So one of the things we can do, right, click on Home, click on View, click on Report View. And here's what our listing looks like. Okay, so now we notice, listing looks good. We didn't cut anything off, but look at how it's kind of moved over. Maybe we want to left align that. Right, and maybe this part's looking better, right? Maybe we can move taxes over a little bit. But this is where you start to play around with things, right? So easily we could change our listing down here. We want to format it to be left aligned. Let's see if that works, right? We always go home to change our view. That looks much better. So one of the things that you have to do is you just kind of play around with it to get it to look how you want it. So we always go back to View and Design View. Now notice that we can insert an image, right? We can, some of the other things that you might want to do is put in an option button. You could put in a chart. There's lots of different things you can do. If you want to change what's here, like listings, the word, the format of that, right? I always just click on Format. And let's say I want this to be a little bit bigger. So notice I used up too much space now. And let's see, I didn't want to move it, I just wanted to make it wider. I had to look for the double-headed arrow. And let's say maybe I want this bold. Right? So what I can always do is go back to Home and go back to Report View. And now it's a little bit bigger. So this is how you manipulate your data into reports.